This is updated, the hero hot list. So when I was going over patch notes just now, I was talking about how Penny Parker used to have the highest win rate in the game from like, oh, I don't even know if it was all the ranks. It was either like GM Celestial and above, or like was number 2 GM and below. It was like Penny and BP that were like interchangeable. So we get to actually see if that's still true. Let's swap this over to competitive. We're gonna keep all ranks for a moment and see. Oh, it's actually Magic. Magic, BP, Mantis, Rocket, Ultron, Storm. Penny is still number 1 for tanks though, across all ranks. If we set this to Celestial and above, Mantis is actually overtaken with number 1. Penny, however, still number 2. No longer 60% win rate, but 56 is still pretty strong. Also, I think that's also with like Rocket being less useful because like Phoenix is just perma meta. GM, Penny still 56%. Diamond actually takes a huge drop. Yo, where'd Penny go? Wait, am I blind? Oh, I am blind. She's right here. I thought she. Oh, I. Never mind. I thought she fell really, really hard. I just missed it. Still number 3 at Diamond. Platinum. Still number 4. Gold. Actually, gold drops down pretty significantly. Still the highest tank though. Silver. What the f? Look at this 53% win rate for Spider-Man and Silver. Silver, actually, Thor becomes the number 1 tank. Oh, so that's how the Thor, that's how this guy got to gold. He was playing Thor. And Thor's the highest win rate character in Silver. Oh, interesting. And then in bronze, Mr. Fantastic is higher than all of them. That's so funny. But yeah, okay. That's also just PC. What about console really quick? Console actually ends up looking pretty much the same as well. Okay, I'm gonna stick with PC so it doesn't get too confusing though. All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Highest picked character in the game is Cloak and Dagger, and it's not close. Number 2 is Luna Snow. Number 3 is Magneto. Number 4 is Emma. Followed by Strange, Invis, Rocket, Thing, Thor, Jeff, Moon Knight. The highest DPS picked character in the game is Moon Knight? How? Then Winter Soldier, Squirrel Girl, Punisher, Iron Man. Wow, that is actually crazy. All right, let's go by ranks. Celestial and above. Luna Snow is the highest pick rate character, and that's not close, 50% pick rate. Followed by Mag, sorry, not 50% pick rate, 50% win rate. Then Mag. Cloak and Dagger is next up, and Loki. So yeah, the top 3 most picked characters are Luna, Cloak, Loki. Even though you'd expect Loki would be the highest, or sorry, higher than Cloak. They're like literally 0.1 of a percentage point off, so I'm sure there's going to be certain games where either just like no one wants to play Loki, or they just play Luna, Cloak, or whatever, you know. Psylocke is the most picked DPS at a 53% win rate. Phoenix is number 2, no surprise there. Winter Soldier number 3, no surprise there. Emma's all the way down here actually at 11%, lower than Mag and Strange. That's likely because she's banned in so many games, so she doesn't get picked as often. Hulk actually being number 4 is kind of surprising. Where's Thor? Thor's down here at 51% win rate, even in Celestial above. Thing has a 43% win rate. Holy shit. So with Dive not being hard meta right now, and Emma still being really good, Thing is getting fried. Holy shit. Poor Thing. Poor Thing. Blade's got a 44% win rate in Celestial and above. Squirrel Girl at 43. Look at Penny all the way down here. The least picked tank in the game in Celestial above. 2% pick rate, 46% win rate. This is what I mean, chat. This is exactly what I mean by once you get into the higher ranks, nobody ever bans Penny, but there's like 6 good Penny players, and the 6 of them combined create this win rate. Wait, did I say 46? You know what I meant. You know I meant 56. Why would I be bragging about the 56% is like a high thing? My bad. Anyways, though, because look at all the characters down here. Moon Knight, Blade, Squirrel Girl. Storm actually stands out a little bit. Black Widow, Hawkeye, Mr. Fantastic, Scarlet Witch. All of them are in like the mid to low 40s for win rates, except Storm. And then there's just Penny Parker at a 56, just blowing everyone out of the water from this whole rank. And then look at Torch, chat. Torch only has a 2.8% pick rate in Celestial above. That's how much of a permaban he is. Every player will tell you that this is the best DPS character in the game, and he only has a 2% pick rate because he's legitimately permabanned every single game. Permaban. Crazy. All right, let's go take a look at, let me see. Let's go look at Diamond. Diamond's an interesting rank. It's like right before GM, but it's still a lot of good players. Luna and Cloak and Dagger both, dude, look at the top 4. Cloak and Dagger, Luna Snow, Magneto, and Doctor Strange, all the most picked characters, almost directly mirroring high rank. And look at that, all of them have negative win rates. You wanna know why this is? And like real talk, it's because a lot of these players that get to ranks like this are smart players. They're very smart. They follow content creators. They watch people that are better than them. They keep up with the meta. They're smart. They know to like what to pick because they get to follow what everyone else is doing, but they don't know how to play it well. And so there'll be times they'll win some games off of it, but they won't climb on it. And so even though Luna arguably best support, Cloak and Dagger definitely up there for better supports. Magneto's probably either number 1 or number 2 best tank, and Strange up there as well. All of them negative win rates. Emma actually is the exception with a positive win rate as well, but I'm actually surprised Emma doesn't get banned more often in this rank. Actually, I'm not that surprised. They probably ban other stuff like Penny. Rocket Raccoon's 55% win rate. Jesus Christ. Invis. How is Invis so high on this list? I guess this is probably all the people that respond to my tier list and stuff from like Instagram reels or whatever, and they're like, dude, Invis is good, you just have to know what you're doing. And you know what, that happens every time, chat. I remember like, yeah, character is like, like it's not bad, it's just kind of weak right now. Someone always goes, no, it's fine if you know what you're doing. Yeah, why haven't you been doing that then? If you know what you're doing, why aren't you winning every game? Why aren't you rank 1? Why aren't you up there? You know what you're doing, right? Why not? There's never an answer. Anyways, though, Thing is actually really high pick rate. That's crazy. Thor to 52% win rate. Hulk all the way down here, but with a 54% win rate. Groot with a 51. It's funny that Punisher and Groot are right next to each other because and Squirrel Girl. These 3 being next to each other is so funny because if you have a Groot, you pretty much need a Punisher or a Squirrel Girl. Otherwise, they'll just kind of run your whole team down. Hela down at 49%. Poor Jeffy. Who's the worst character in this rank? Probably Black Widow, right? Hold on, I didn't do by win rate. Yeah, Black Widow is actually the lowest. Punisher's the 2nd lowest in Diamond. Wow. Dude, Diamond's actually pretty balanced. Like overall, chat, look at Diamond win rates and loss rates. The highest win rate being 56 is a little bit higher than it should be. It probably should be closer to like 53, right? In like a perfect world. But even on the low end, like there's only 1 character with a 40. If you compare that to Celestial and above, right? There's a bunch of characters down there. 43, 43, 44, 45, 44, 44, 44, 45. And then this is where Punisher was, right? 44 or 45 was where Punisher was. There's a bunch of characters lower. GM is actually a little bit balanced too, actually. I wonder if I go to like gold. Wow, gold's even more balanced. Holy shit. Silver? Wow, their low end isn't even that low. Their high end's really high, like 58% Black Panther, 58% Ultron is actually insane. Wait, why does Ultron have a 58% win rate in silver? I understand Rocket. I understand Spider-Man, but the gold, plat, Magic BP makes sense. Penny makes sense. Ultron drops off quite a bit. What about bronze? Dude, Ultron, if you play Ultron in bronze, it looks like it's a guaranteed win. Holy shit. Because this is probably all the Smurf players or alt account players or people that are like gold that decay down, right? And they just play a hard dive on the back lines. And then you just play Ultron and you get a 58% win rate. They can't shoot up. They can't look up. Holy shit, that's crazy. Some of the YouTube sites said Cloak and Daggers have the highest win rate. I don't think that's even close to true in any rank. 49% for bronze, silver, 48, plat, 48, GM, 48, Celestial and above, 45. Dude, actually the worst winning support in GM in Celestial and above. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the conversation I had with Aramori on the podcast, where Aramori was telling me that she doesn't like playing Cloak and Dagger in ranked because the way you play Cloak and Dagger in pro play is so different than you play in ranked, and that she actually started to develop bad habits by playing Cloak and Dagger in ranked. And so after MRC, everyone probably realized that Cloak and Dagger is actually really good, but they're still playing it the way she gets played in ranked, where you're just basically playing like a heal bot slash like ult farmer, and then they just do nothing other than just pump numbers the entire time. So they're not actually getting the full value out of like her Terra Cape and the Void Window or whatever it's called. That's actually crazy. Adam's sneaking up there too. I think Adam is low-key still slept on, but maybe that's just me. Anything else you guys want to see really quick? Anything else you want to see? Apparently Mr. Fantastic is doing pretty well on console. Did I miss him? 49% win rate right here in Celestial buff. That's respectable. Diamond. What was that? Oh, I know what it was. I forgot to turn my camera fan on. All right, sorry about that. Anything you guys? Oh yeah, like Mr. Fantastic on console. Oh, this was Diamond. Oh, he has a 52% win rate on console. Interesting. In gold, Mr. Fantastic's got a 54% win rate. This is who they are. Dude, I've been wondering for forever. Why every time I put out any tier list, I put out any content that talks about balance. And I'm like, hey guys, you know, I'm not a Mr. Fantastic hater. I'm just letting you know what I see in my games. Like, Mr. Fantastic's just kind of awful. Like, he's just not around. Like, he just doesn't exist. And I always get this absolute army of Mr. Fantastic stands that are like, you're stupid. He is so strong. He's actually OP as shit. I found them. They're in gold on console. There they are. Silver. They're in silver. Bronze, 56%. That's where they are. They're in bronze to gold. It maybe even plat. Diamond. We already looked at diamond, but just again, 52. Where does he fall off? 50. Celestial and above. Oh, there he is. He doesn't go to a negative win rate on console until Celestial above. So Mr. Fantastic in Celestial is a 0.49, almost 50% win rate on console. But if you flip this over to PC, wait, PC actually is a 51. Wait, what? Wait, no, oh, this is all ranks. I was gonna say, wait a minute, since when? He falls down to a 47. Okay, he falls down to a 47 with a 1.1% pick rate, which was like a very small amount of people that are picking him. And then I think even GM, it was lower. One of these, he was like bottom 5. Which one was it that he was like really low on? 50. Diamond. There's one of these where I swear we saw him really low. 50. He has a positive win rate up to GM. Does he have a positive win rate up into GM even on PC? I'm gonna go to silver. Silver 52. Honestly, Mr. Fantastic gets more value the lower you go. 53% on bronze on PC, and if you switch to console, it's at 53 as well. Well, actually, no, it's all ranked. Sorry, it's at 56 on console. Good lord. So Mr. Fantastic realistically just only falls off when you get really high up there. Once you get to Celestial and above, that's the only place where he starts to kind of fall off. That checks out because lower ranks can't aim. Well, I don't think it has anything to do with aim at all. I think that it's a skill check. Mr. Fantastic is very much a skill check character. It's basically about forcing his cooldown. If you force his shift, and then once his shift is over, you have to coordinate, everybody chases him. You don't let him go. Like, the second he gets away, like the second his shift is over, you have to all in him, and you kill him, and he's just a freebie. Which is realistically a coordination and a skill check. More than anything, though. It's also about aim, though. No, it's not. You could skill check him with Hulk. You could skill check him with Thing. You could skill check him with Witch. You could skill check him on anything. That doesn't. Obviously, you could say killing an enemy in this game is a skill check because you have to hit a shot. Of course, that's very different than skill checking like an Ultron with aim. That's like skill checking an Iron Man with aim. That's very different than skill checking an Hella Duel with aim. Right? Like, that's very different. But you can do that. You could walk up to a Punisher shotgun and just 2-tap him if his shift is gone. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anything else really quick? Anything else you guys want to look at? Anything else you saw that was interesting? Maybe while I was scrolling through. Mantis or Cat? Well, we already saw Mantis's like highest win rate on almost everything. Well, Rocket. Rocket's still somewhere around like a 54 everywhere. PC. Yeah, Rocket 54.6. Bronze is probably higher. Oh, 54. 54. 54. 54. And it's going to fall off when you get higher, I think. 54. Maybe not. 54. Yeah, a little bit. So it's 54 in every single rank until you get to Celestial above, and then it becomes 52. That's probably because Phoenix realistically pushes this down pretty hard. Console though, sure. Rocket 54. 54. 55. 54. 54. 54. Oh, I missed him. 54. 54. So, yeah, Rocket is probably the most consistent win rate I've ever seen. He's 54 across all ranks on all games except Celestial and above on PC. And Silver, he's 55 on console. That's wild. I always like looking at these because sometimes it gives you a little bit of a different perspective of like where everyone comes from and where the other ranks are doing and who's meta where. And sometimes you get some things that surprise you. Like the Mr. Fantastic on console definitely surprised me a little bit. Witch being a little higher on some of these lists definitely surprises me. But then you got to also take these with a grain of salt though, because then you look at something like Human Torch here, who only has a 2.33% pick rate and a 50% win rate, and he is absolutely far and above the best character in the game. This is one of those instances where you look at him and you go, you cannot trust the data because the data shows his pick rate so low, win rate so low. Oh, sorry, that's all ranks. Same thing though for competitive. It's still also the same thing. So this is Celestial and above. He has less than a 3% pick rate with a 52, almost 53% win rate. He far and away best character in the game. But just looking at the overall stats, you might not see it. Well, actually, if you sort by just win rate, you actually can kind of see it on Celestial and above. But across all ranks, definitely not. Yeah, once you get back to GM, it drops back down a little more. And then you get back to Diamond, and he drops even harder. Yeah, there's no ban rate in these. Even harder, you know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Rivals also just dropped a roadmap. It says, attention Rivals, get ready to take a closer look at details of Season 4. Season's packed with new details you wouldn't want to miss. Here's the roadmap. New hero Angela, new stories for Serial Heart of the Dragon, new Angela lore, new Iron Fist lore, and new Loki lore. Season 4 Battle Pass, which a new Heavenly Battle Pass featuring 10 all-new sets of heroic costumes. The season's theme is the mysterious fruit of immortality. We hope you enjoy it. Seasonal event is the Scroll of Immortal Beasts has been revealed. Light up the Immortal Beast badges to earn free costume for Ultron Wasteland Robot. Then there's also the new Arcade Hub with new everything's in one area. Conquest, new mode Free Flight, returning Clone Rumble, returning Giant-sized Brain Blast, current Conquest, and existing Doom match with new systems. Let's see. For a rank reset from 3.5, new rank settlement rewards, gold divine for Angela, Serana's silver costume. So the rank reward skin is going to be an Angela skin. New nameplates for Diamond, Platinum Plus, Rock Crests of Honor for Grandmaster Celestial and Eternity, and the Illustrious Top 500. Emote wheel rework, costume rotation, custom ability VFX visibility. A lot of this was in the video yesterday. Friend suggestion, slow walk for PC, the aura walking, squad voice chat. Oh wow, they added a voice chat for groups in game. So it's not just team chat. There's group chat in game now. Wait, that wasn't mentioned before. Gallery cards for high definition, team lobby, entrance animations can now be played in the team lobby, and disconnect pause in custom games tournament rooms can enable auto pause if a player disconnects. There's also 3 new skins and this available on September 12th in the store, which is Angela's Scold 2099 bundle, emoji bundle, and Cerulean Lightbringer costume, which looks like, oh no, it is a different version. Okay. PlayStation 4 version is available for download on September 12th. New tournaments for the Marvel Rivals Championship, and factions have been moved to the main tab under the tournament section. College perks, new stuff. Twitch drops. Season 4 kicks off. The new round of Twitch drops. Simply accumulate the round. Okay. So the September 12th Twitch drops is going to be a Blade skin for the new season. So if you need a place to watch drops, twitch.tv/flats. Anyways. And then also, let's see. Pre-match hero selection wheel with Strike Squad favorites bar. Oh yeah, we saw this in the video. Optimized career page, showcase key stats for your frequently used heroes. Fixed incorrect hero proficiency display for lords at a match settlement. Star-Lord's Cosmic Confusion fixed a rare bug where Peter's ultimate ability could sometimes lock on enemies behind certain cover. And then Winter Soldier's Armored Anomaly fixed an issue where Bucky's mechanical arm could appear distorted on some costumes in low graphic settings. And then, yeah, anything else up here? Terrain issues. Okay, those are just bugs. So, there you go. Did they not mention the Summer Skins Part 2 arriving? They did in the video yesterday, but that's not in this roadmap. They did say in the video, though. So, I think it's actually towards the end of the month, if I remember correctly. Check maps and modes. Slightly increased mission vehicle speed for attacking side in Section 1. Sections 2 and 3 remain unchanged for Araco. Oh. Fixed terrain issues that could cause... Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, there was one there. They changed the vehicle speed for the attacking side of Section 1 of Araco. Huh. Interesting.